Hollywood's golden age, the film musical took America out dancing. And two of the greatest partners anyone could hope for were An American in Paris and A Scarecrow in Oz. To present the award for Best Original Score, here they are again, Gene Kelly and Ray Bolger.
Gene, before we turn to the music awards, there is something I'd like to do.
If you're going to ask me to dance, forget it.
Well, if you don't ask me, I won't ask you.
You got a deal.
I'd like to reintroduce the president of the Academy, Mr. Gene Allen.
As many of you know, Gene Kelly's house was gutted by a fire last Christmas. And among one of his valuable losses was the Oscar the Academy had given him back in 1951 for his magnificent and brilliant contribution to the art of choreography on film. Gene, the officers, and the Board of Governors The officers and the Board of Governors want you to accept this as a replacement for that trophy.
I do. Thank you, Gene, and this is just the nicest thing. Now, I must tell you, I'm not completely surprised because I was tipped off, and I knew they were going to do it. I guess they thought I'd cry or something, and I'm about to, so you're all so nice. Thank you, that's all. Back to work. Back to work. For best achievement in original score, the nominees are Leonard Rosenman for Cross Creek,
John Williams for The Return of the Jedi,
Bill Conti for The Right Stuff,
Michael Gore for The Terms of Endearment,
Jerry Goldsmith for Under Fire.
and the winner is Bill Conti for The Right Stuff.
Thank everyone that I should thank. My mother, my father, my wife, my daughters, Nicole and Raquel, that knew that this was going to happen. I don't know how. Bob Chadoff, Erwin Winkler believed in me from the beginning. Al Bart, Stan Melander, Nathan Kaproff, Angela Morley, DeKazid, all the musicians that played, and the engineer that recorded it, Danny Wallen. Thank you all. Thank you very much.
What a nice gesture for the Academy to replace Gene's Oscar he lost in his home. If they're still in a generous mood, perhaps the Academy would like to replace some items I lost in my home this past year. They can start with a knife and a fork. To present the nominees and the Oscar for Best Original Song Score or Adaptation Score is a gentleman whose long and distinguished career has set high standards both as a performer and a composer, Mr. Neil Diamond.
Thank you very much. You know, there never really was such a thing as a completely silent movie. Films were always meant to be experienced with an accompanying music score, played by a piano or an orchestra in a theater, or nowadays, recorded with state-of-the-art equipment as an integral part of the motion picture. Now, with the help of our musical director for this evening, Mr. Ian Frazier, the artist nominated this year in the category of original song score or adaptation score show the power of music combined with film, and those nominees are for adaptation score of The Sting 2, Lalo Schifrin. For adaptation score of Trading Places, Elmer Bernstein. And for original song score of Yentl, Michel Legrand and Alan and Marilyn Bergman. And the winner is Yentl, Michel Legrand, Alan and Marilyn Bergman.
Thank you very much. I'm very grateful for this. I'm very grateful too for the privilege of the experience of having worked on Yentl, which is a story of a woman with a dream, a woman with a struggle, and life has a way of imitating art in very interesting ways. We worked in an atmosphere of creativity, of collaboration, of excitement, of energy, synergy, that allowed us to do our best work, I think. And for that, I thank Barbra Streisand and my two very gifted collaborators, but most of all, Barbra, wherever you are.
Life is far more eloquent than I am, but it is a marvelous experience working with a woman, as I have all my creative life, and Barbra just made it that much better. She's just terrific, and so is this composer over here. It's just, I have to tell you, experience of the four of us really love each other a great deal, and we love the project. And when you do something you love with people you love, something really nice happens. Thank you all very much.
Could I say something?
Just want to tell you that it was such a pleasure for me to work with Alan and Marilyn, to work with Barbra, to work with people around us. We spent years of love, and I'm ready to do it again anytime. Thank you very much.
All of those three people have given us so much wonderful music, Michel Legrand and Alan and Marilyn Bergman, but as brilliant as they are, not every song that they write, of course, is a hit. Some of you may remember an earlier song some years ago by Alan and Marilyn that didn't do as well as it should. It was called Welcome Home, Amelia Earhart.